Sir, are you ready? Sir, are you ready? Weather! The last time I was at a movie theater was 50 Shades of Grey.
What? Every week. Consistently bad. I mean, who else does it this good?
Yeah, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah. Peace.
Welcome to episode 30 of A Fighting Chance. I'm Jared, and of course we have Salvador, the Ox Garcia. How's it going, my man?
What's up? What's up?
That's your new entrance, dude. That could literally be a KO punch in any first round of a fight. Like, sir, are you ready? Sir, are you ready? Weather!
Yeah.
Who would want to fight that?
Nobody, dude. That's the killer move right there. Literally killer. Scream. Yeah. Sorry. Anyways.
No, dude, it's all good.
Back.
We got as I was listening to Cory Sandhagen talking about in Media Day, we all have to find different ways to express ourselves. So if that's yours, I accept. And I'm proud of it.
Just not back tattoos that you're gonna regret.
Who's got those? Doesn't
Cory.
Cory does?
That's what he was, or at least the part of the interview that I saw. He was saying that he kind of regrets his back tattoo.
Really? What's on his back? Does it say Sandhagen?
I thought it was like a samurai thing. He said it's religious, and he's not really super religious now.
Okay.
And so he kind of regrets the tattoo, which is like a massive piece.
Dude, what do you think? Okay, so Emily's told me that like a lot of fighters have their last name tattooed on their back.
And Gaethje has it.
Yeah, like that makes complete sense to me in a sport where you're not wearing a shirt, because like that's like how people recognize people by their jerseys is the last name. What do you think of that?
Well, I never thought of it like that.
How did you think of it?
I just thought it was like, oh shit, they got their name on their back. But
No,
I know
dude.
there is some kind of stat with fighters who have their tattooed. I think there's like a higher win percentage if you do have your name tattooed on your back.
This sounds conspiracy.
But I think it's pretty cool. I don't mean, if you want to put your name on your back, I think it's cool to rep your name.
Yeah, I mean, but to me, it's their jersey. Like that's the way I've always thought about it. Emily's always like put it down. She's like, I don't know why they have their names tattooed to their back. I'm like, well, because it's their sport and it's like their jersey. Yeah. So what do you want to? You want to watch football without names on their backs?
They also hit each other in the head for their living, so
that's the sport, though.
Just do whatever you want. Like tattoo anything on your body. Who cares?
Yeah. Do you have any tattoos, Sal?
No, but I want a tattoo. Planning on it.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a drumstick on my forearm.
Ooh. Oh, I like that. I'm gonna get a tattoo of you getting a tattoo of a drumstick on your arm on my forearm.
Wow, I like that. It's creative.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's
but
different.
we got UFC San Antonio coming up this weekend, which is very exciting.
Yes.
It's exciting for us because I think it's the first card where we've had two fighters who have been on this podcast on the same card. That seems accurate.
That's true. Steven Peterson and Trevin Giles. And it seems like the majority of people are picking those two guys to win. Yeah, so
dude, I know, and that kind of scares me, but it also gives me it gives me confidence. But I also like that they're back to back. They're gonna literally be fighting one after the other, and I like that because we can just lock in those moments and root for our guys.
Yeah, dude, our boy Slava Claus got booked.
Oh, really?
Finally. Yeah, dude, it took forever. I've been checking forever. Since we had him on, I've been checking periodically to see if he got booked, and just recently they got him a fight.
Dude, he's such a nice guy. Who's he fighting?
It's against, I think Suma Darji. No, that's the flyweight guy. I have to check because it's like one of those ones where he announces it, but it hasn't been really announced everywhere else.
Okay. Is it on a... What card is it on?
It would be... Okay, I have it here.
Slava Claus. Dun, 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 Slava Claus.
Maheshate.
Who?
The guy's name is Maheshate. That's his whole name.
Maheshate?
Maheshate.
Who is this guy?
Oh, Maheshate Hayusire.
Who is he? That's a dangerous sounding name.
Yeah, he looks scary. He's trains with Shavkat.
Oh no! Don't do Slava like this.
Dude, I mean, Slava is, really good.
Yeah. But
Okay, he's 9-2. He's from China, 23 years old. Okay. Do you remember the Rafa Garcia fight where he lost, I think, like a pint of blood? It was in December. Ken Enner Strickland card.
yeah.
It was a crazy fight, nuts fight.
Okay. Yeah.
It was that guy.
Yeah. I was at Ali's bachelor party. Wait, that guy?
Yeah, this guy's
the guy
good.
the guy who made that guy lose a pint of blood?
Yes.
Ah.
The guy responsible for that.
Oh no.
Or sorry, he lost to him. But yeah, he still gave him that cut on his head. He's a good fighter.
This guy lost the fight?
He lost the fight, yes.
Oh.
He knocked out Steve Garcia before that, and then his other fight was in the Contender Series. So he's new to the UFC, but he's young, hungry. He can scrap. I'm excited for that one. Should be good. Any Slava fight is a good fight.
For sure, but we need Slava to get this win. Not for us,
he wins.
But for Slava.
I think this is a favorable matchup. I think any fight where Slava can be the guy striking is a favorable matchup. I don't think many people can hang with him on the feet.
Well, he hasn't met Salvador the Ox Garcia then.
Yeah, I mean, I got a little 1-2, It's,
you got some fast. You got 3-4.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so. Wait, what card is it on though?
That is in. I think it said July.
All right.
May 20th.
We got to get Slava back on the show for that.
Yes, for sure.
Because he's awesome. Like that was one of the most. I don't know. We've had a lot of interesting conversations, but I think it's just because of where he's from. It was a different kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's not many guys that I've talked to from Russian fighters who have came over here to make a life for themselves.
I was thinking about it, and of all the guests we've had, there's only been one that's come on and then he fought, which was Damon Jackson.
No, don't say that, dude. We don't.
Yeah.
That was hard.
2 fighters on this card. We could have a positive record coming out of this. You come on this show, you win. God damn it, you win.
Dude, there's a chance though, if this weekend doesn't go well, like if Trevin and Steven Peterson lose this weekend, there's a chance that nobody will ever come on this show ever again.
It's like the Conan curse. You go on Conan, you lose. Or the embedded curse. You get a haircut on UFC embedded, you're done.
I have not heard that one.
Yeah, dude. I think Justin Gaethje before the Khabib fight got a haircut, and then he lost.
Well, he was going to lose that regardless of the haircut.
Kamaru Usman got a haircut before the Leon fight. He got knocked out. What else? There's been a bunch. Every time a guy loses, usually they're getting a haircut on embedded. Excuse me.
Oh, you're good. All right. Well, if these two lose this weekend, it's not going to look good for the curse.
Don't even talk like that, though. You say when these two win this weekend.
Yeah.
At UFC San Antonio.
Dude, I might sell a guitar and put it on the two of them as a parlay.
Don't do that.
And then rebuy the guitar.
Don't do that. Don't play like that. It's fine. It's not that serious.
It's me believing in them.
No, don't believe that hard.
These are our guys. These are our friends.
Yeah, but money is, you don't have to put money on it. You can just look from afar. Moral support is all they need.
Yeah. Well, have you had a good week, my friend? We did a podcast on good old.
Yeah.
That was Sunday night.
Sunday night, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it came out Monday, but we did it on Sunday.
Yeah, for sure. But you've had a good week?
I've had a good week. I mean, any week after Leon Edwards win is a good week.
Well, what have you made of all the the media, the debacles,
There's
all
a
the
lot of media.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
I'm like maybe halfway through the Masvidal on Rogan interview. I saw some of Leon's on MMA Hour. I saw some of Haziv's. There's just so much now to watch that it's like hard to keep up on.
Did you see some of Leon's coach on the MMA Hour? Oh, dude.
Come on, son. Come on, Rocky. Don't let him bully you, son.
So it was actually really good. I love that guy. I think he's just one of the most real dudes in the game. Like you could just tell how much he loves Leon, like almost like a father figure more so than a coach.
Yeah.
And even just from the last fight and like the head kick fight, him just how proud he was, and those clips. I mean, that's all him in the corner. And listening to him on the MMA Hour this week, he had some pretty interesting things that he said to Ariel about when Ariel asked him about Bilal and Bilal getting the next shot and Colby, because he doesn't want Colby to get it either. And I mean, there's so much being talked about with that. But he said something pretty interesting about the Bilal Muhammad and Leon fight ending in a no contest with an eye poke. And it was the first time, and this is a guy who I haven't heard a bad word out of this guy's mouth ever.
Right.
His name is Dave. I'm blanking on his last name right now. But he said that eye poke was 100% Leon's nail cutting right under his eyeball and blood coming from his eye, and it really never went in the eyeball. He was saying that if it was the worst eye poke in UFC history, like everybody's making it out to be, why didn't he go to the hospital right afterwards? And why wasn't there any like actual eye damage? And I never heard it like said this way, but he was like, that 100% should have been a TKO. Like it shouldn't even have been a no contest.
Well,
and if that's true though, that's pretty wild. I'm just saying, like, that is because Bilal he said he was rolling on the ground crying, everything, like. And he said, I'm sure it was traumatic. I'm sure it was painful, but it really wasn't an eye poke.
I'm going to do something unprecedented and defend Bilal Muhammad here. I did see him in an interview talking about that eye poke.
Yeah.
And he said that maybe 2-3, or I think the year before or whatever, a couple months before the fight, his like retina detached or something really bad happened with that eye. And so... like to the point where he thought he was going to lose the eye. And then, so that's why he reacted like that in the fight when he got poked. So it might not have been that it was that bad, but it was just enough and the eye was already compromised that it was like, damn. So then he was crying because he thought he was going to lose his eye because he had just went through all of that.
Okay, but based on what you just said, should that be a no contest or a TKO if it didn't go in the eyeball? Just based off of rules. Like, should
it's
somebody's
a no contest.
pass...
Like, it's nothing happened. It's a mistake and you can't say he won because of that. It's just a no contest.
But if it's not a genuine eye poke, then
it is a genuine eye. Something hit his eye. Something happened with his eye, regardless if it was intentional or not. And it's gonna mess with the outcome of the fight. I don't think you should give him a win for that.
Dude, I was watching that fight with Emily. It was just the two of us watching that one. And as soon as he started rolling around, like screaming I'm blind and crying, I was like, my heart was just like about to beat through my chest. I was like, oh my gosh, like this is...
Yeah, it was scary. It
was super emotional. Like I was like, oh my goodness. Because
it makes sense now that he said that. It's like he really thought he was going to lose his eye.
Yeah, for sure. But so where do you stand now with 5 days removed? How do you feel about the division, the welterweight division? Like, what do you think should happen?
Well, what I think the promotion wants to do, obviously, is Colby and Leon. But Leon's saying that he doesn't want to do that fight, and then he kind of gets the say over whether or not that gets to happen, which is interesting. I've never really seen a champion be like, no, I'm not gonna fight this guy. I get the say, and I'm gonna fight this guy. It's usually just like, yeah, whoever wants to come get it.
Yeah.
And I really think his ego wants that Masvidal fight. So, it's really just like whatever happens on April 8th kind of determines, what's gonna happen with the division.
Do you think Masvidal could beat Gilbert?
I was thinking about this today, actually. I think it's a very interesting matchup depending on how good Masvidal looks. Like, if he has bounced back from the knockout and then kind of just getting neutralized the whole time by Masvidal. If he can stop because he is a good wrestler, to his credit. He just faced Usman, who is like, the best wrestler at 170. But he's always had good defensive grappling. Defensive wrestling. He's good on the ground, and obviously his striking is next level. So I think that if he can keep it on the feet, it's a winnable fight. Gilbert hits hard, obviously, but I don't think they're there on a technical level. So that's what it's kind of just like whatever Gilbert is deciding to spend his time on, and if he's effective, with his trying to get him down, then we'll see. Yeah, but if he wants to go out there and strike for 3 rounds, I could see Masvidal winning that fight, which I think is enough to get him a title shot, regardless if he deserves it or not. I think they'll go for it. They'll go with it.
That's a big payday too for Leon, because I think Leon will easily beat Jorge, and it's a massive payday. And the thing is, all Leon's thinking about right now is how many big paydays I can get before somebody takes this belt from me, and that's really all he should be thinking about, because now he's getting pay-per-view points. He'll be making millions of dollars while he's holding this belt, as long as he can hold the belt.
Yeah. And honestly, it's smart too. Like, he knows he's not a massive draw.
Right.
This is one that's going to have a lot of heat around it.
Oh, yeah.
He'll get to kind of showcase more of himself. He'll be under bigger lights. So why not? It's a guy that has, assaulted you, technically. Yeah. And he feels like that's an easy fight for him. I mean, why not? Go for it.
It would be massive. Massive at the O2. It really would be. And so, I mean, if Jorge can do this, but Jorge's 38 years old, and he's got so much going on outside of the octagon. I mean, he's got Roy Jones Jr. fighting Anthony Pettis the week before the fight.
Yeah, that's also the other. I don't know. Who knows? He just hasn't looked himself the last couple of fights, and he hasn't been as aggressive. There's not that same. I mean, you can't say there's not that same pop on his punches, because he did drop Colby. But it's really like, if you have that wrestling threat, it kind of neutralizes him. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know how you get past that.
Gilbert's been on a tear, man. Like, even with the loss against Hamza, which is not a loss in anybody's book. Mm-mm. That is, he's. I mean, this could be Gilbert's time. It really could be. I mean, Gilbert. I was thinking Gilbert could be the champion when he was taking on Kamaru. And that was one of those times where I was like, all right, this is the guy who's going to beat Kamaru. It almost actually worked out that way.
He was, 25 seconds away from beating Kamaru. He had him really, really hurt. He dropped him. And I think he just got kind of lackluster. He was super emotional in that fight, too. I think the fact that they were training partners kind of messed with him. And he didn't go into that fight the same that he goes into these other fights. That like killer seemed like it was tamed a little bit.
So where was that fight?
Abu Dhabi, also no crowd, no energy.
With Gilbert?
Yeah, because it was because it was supposed to be Leon, and then that fight fell off. Not Leon. It was supposed to be somebody.
No, Jorge's who fought in Abu Dhabi on short notice.
It was also Gilbert.
Really? Because
that's what it was. Masvidal filled in for Gilbert Burns. That fight,
yes.
The first one was because Gilbert Burns fell out like the week before the fight. He got COVID.
But why did they do that in Abu Dhabi with Gilbert and Kamaru? Because right now I'm thinking, it wasn't in a massive arena.
No, it was a quick turnaround also, because that's when Usman was fighting like 3-4 times a year.
Yeah.
So it was maybe a couple months later, and they were still only doing pay-per-views in Abu Dhabi. So, or like it was the time it lined up, whatever timeline-wise, to where that card was in Abu Dhabi.
Because places were still shut down here.
Yeah, so they were doing like the Apex. Actually, no. I think it was in the Apex. Maybe.
Dude,
let me look it up.
Dude, that's where my mind is going. That pay-per-view was at the Apex. Like my mind is Apex for that.
Let me check.
I know. Like, I'm thinking Apex.
UFC 258. Yeah, Apex. Sorry.
See? Dude, I know. Like, but how crazy is that they fought in the Apex?
Yeah, I mean, that's a whole other fight, really, if you put that in front of a crowd.
Wow. Imagine if the crowd could have gotten Gilbert to finish him.
Man, do you want to hear this card? How some of these matchups, how crazy it sounds now?
Yeah. Was from
Bilal Muhammad versus Diego Lima was on this card. Macy Barber versus Alexa Grasso was the co-main event.
Wow.
Ricky Simone was fighting Brian Kelleher. Just like crazy. Chris Gutierrez was fighting Andre Ewell, which is the fight where I think Anik said all the custody stuff. It was on that card.
I was just listening to some Anik before we started this. I like Anik and Florian.
Is he really trying to like slap? Like, what's going on with Colby and John?
Have you seen that? What is John trying to do? I haven't heard John's reaction. I've heard the threat. I have not heard John's reaction. For anybody who doesn't know,
reacted.
Colby has officially threatened John Anik by saying, "John Anik, you're in Boca. I'm down here in Miami," and basically to keep your mouth shut.
I mean, he said, like, I don't want your kids to grow up without a dad. That was
yeah. He did say that too, and
that was pretty. Jesus Christ! Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, it's interesting when you threaten somebody's life. When you're, it's like, can you claim, hey, that was just the character? Like, can you go back on it? Can you be like,
where's
that
the
wasn't...
line, dude?
Hey, John, you know what I was doing there. I was just, doing some wrestling stuff. I mean,
yeah, like you're threatening a pay-per-view analyst. I mean, what's going on here?
The thing is, though, I truly do believe that things like that can happen. I really do believe that he can send out a text and be like, this will be big for both of our names. I don't think that that's what goes on, but I do believe that could happen.
But how is this big for John Anik? Other than like fighters being like, I'll beat your ass, Colby, if you try to touch John Anik.
I don't know, man. Like, I just think playing into the drama of the whole the world of entertainment, I guess.
I know that Bilal stepped up and defended John, saying, he said, I'll slap him right in his mouth.
Dude, yeah, I mean, Bilal was on the Anik and Florian podcast this week for a while. He was going off.
I can't listen to him, man. I'm sorry.
Bilal?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't click on it to listen to Bilal. I clicked on it because I really like Kenny Florian. I think he's awesome.
Kenny Florian's the GOAT, man.
Dude, I really... Enough with this GOAT.
No, but he was just pretty awesome. I like Kenny. He was a cool dude. He is a cool dude.
We were just finishing up dinner and David had on the robot battles that he... Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, that was so random that he did that. The BattleBots, I think it was called.
Well, he's still doing it. It's like a.
It's like still around.
Yeah, it's like in another season. Like they're constantly having new seasons of this thing, and I'm just like, I walk past the TV and I'm like, what is actually going on in this? Is this? I'm like, is this like robots actually fighting? And David's describing it to me, and he's like, yeah, this like robot can have a flamethrower. This one could be, in a shape that makes it goes very fast and makes the other robots flip if it hits you in the right angle. And I'm like, what? Like, and people are like controlling these with the remotes. And he even said that there's like places in like on the like the field or whatever they're competing on where like a hammer could drop on it. Like they can push the robot to where the hammer's gonna fall on it.
Yeah, there's stuff that comes up from the floor and like pushes them or flips them. It's pretty in depth. It's cool.
I like it.
We used to watch it when I was little because I mean it's robots destroying each other. It's like the coolest thing when you're a little kid.
Yeah, you would think it would be. Imagine if they were robots who looked like humans, and it was like the next level of mixed martial arts. Like they're flying through the air and everything. Like, can you imagine that?
I mean, they kind of did that concept in a movie called Real Steel, but they don't look like humans. They're just like giant robots. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like, not giant, but think about like a 7-foot giant, or think about a 7-foot robot.
Yeah. And
they're in there like boxing and stuff too. It was cool.
That's a movie?
Yeah, it's with Hugh Jackman, Wolverine.
Dude, I saw a movie this week with Kevin Hart and Mark Wahlberg from last year.
Oh yeah, I saw.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Andrew Santino's in it too.
Dude, so about 5 minutes into it, Andrew Santino starts talking, and as a Santino fan, you recognize that voice anywhere. And I was, that's Andrew Santino. And
that's
Emily's like, yeah, Emily's like, who? I'm like, Andrew Santino. That movie was pretty decent.
Yeah, I think he kind of stole the film. Santino. Because, like, there's funny bits. Mark Wahlberg's always pretty good. Kevin's pretty good. But every scene that Santino was in was like, damn, this is really funny.
It was. And I think that's just because we love Andrew Santino. But he was good. But, dude, that scene when his family leaves, when Kevin Hart's family finally leaves and, like, he starts taking his clothes off to start masturbating, that was so, like, he's dancing and, like, and if they just come back in the house and she's like, what's Daddy doing? He's like, Daddy's playing with himself. That was amazing.
I watched a movie last night called The Jacket with Adrian Brody. I hadn't seen an Adrian Brody movie. He's a really good actor.
Who is that?
He did The Pianist.
Yeah. Famous
Adrian
actor.
Brody.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a trippy one. He's like I don't know. I'm not gonna explain the whole movie now, but it was a good movie.
Cool.
I'd check it out.
Are you guys
concept?
You guys a big movie family? You guys sit down as a family and watch a movie?
Not. I mean, we do sometimes. We just watched Dogma, the Kevin Smith movie, together.
Okay.
That one I just watched by myself. But yeah, we like movies. We used to go to the movies a lot, like the theater.
But not anymore, right?
Movie theaters are expensive, man.
Dude, I can't stand movie theaters.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Why? Why? Because I can't see a movie? What is this supposed to mean?
I'm sure it's just really loud. Like, that seems annoying. It's a movie just really loud.
How about this? I can't stand it because of how expensive it is.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
That's a real testament to how bad it is, guys.
Yeah, no, I think movies, I mean, think about it. If you're getting like snacks and stuff and actually not bringing your own snacks in a purse, which is the best thing you could ever do. I mean, not that I bring a purse anywhere, but I bring people with purses. And then you gotta bring your own snacks. But if you get your snacks there plus a movie ticket, it's ridiculous. And you're not going to a matinee.
Oh yeah, no. If we do go, it's only matinees because it's like 30% off.
I know,
so it's great.
Dude, I haven't been to. I told David dude, this is a crazy thing to admit. I'm sorry that I'm about to do this to all of our fans. I'm very sorry. Last time,
let's think this through before you say this. Whatever this is,
the last time I was at a movie theater was 50 Shades of Grey.
What? Yeah. That's 2015 or something like that.
The first 50 Shades of Grey movie, I think, was the last time I was at a movie theater.
Why were you at 50 Shades of Grey?
Don't ask such horrible questions.
There were so many good movies that year.
Just accept
Creed
it as
came out that year.
Just accept it. No, my
Avengers: Age of Ultron.
My ex was very into 50 Shades of Grey.
Ooh.
And let's just say, we'll just leave it at that. I really didn't like it. I was disturbed. That's a scary thing, man. That whole series is a scary thing. Any book that makes like women globally just horny for the sake of a rich man who's like genuinely like abusive.
And then they have the Weeknd singing for it too. It's like, all right.
Yeah. It's like, it's sexy. He's like, he's hitting her. Yeah.
That stuff is scary to see. I can't imagine just like hearing that.
Oh, dude, it's even scarier in my mind. Trust me, my mind's eye, I guarantee you is. See, dude, that's the problem, because like there could be like intense like emotional scenes going on, but because of my mind's eye, I'm just in the background laughing.
You're that guy.
I am. I can definitely laugh in very uncomfortable situations just as a coping mechanism, and it's usually not the right thing to do. But
I mean, but what are they gonna say though? I mean, you gonna go get mad at the blind guy? I mean, what's going on?
Yeah, you can't.
Same like with you just said. Not like I would have a purse on, but if you did have a purse on, who's gonna be the guy that's like, "Yo, why are you wearing a purse, dude?"
Yeah,
like,
I thought this was a knapsack.
Exactly. He's like, I have no clue what I'm wearing.
Yeah,
actually.
I thought this was a SpongeBob lunchbox. My bad.
I thought this was a satchel.
Yeah. But yeah, dude. I went to a food and wine thing last night. My mom gets like these food and wine tickets, and she's like, "Yeah, come with us." There's like food trucks and stuff. And Emily and I went, and I told David the list of things that I ate this morning. He thought I was lying. He actually thought I was lying. Dude, I must have listed off 70 items.
Oh my god. At like food truck prices?
No, it's all free. It all comes with the ticket.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so like, she got it like months ago, so it was like whatever the ticket cost was, and you're just getting like drinks and food and.
Is it like samples, or you're getting full blown food?
No, like samples.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
but I
but
mean, 70 samples is a lot of food.
Dude, I ate like ahi tuna tacos, jerk chicken tacos, brisket, prime rib,
Tacos.
garlic chicken on mashed potatoes, like different kinds of like teriyaki rice bowls and noodles and pizza. Like I'm talking, I just kept. There isn't a thing that I didn't eat. It's easier to just to say I didn't eat swordfish.
Yeah,
there was no swordfish.
that's impressive, man. That you were able to calm it down like that.
It didn't feel like a lot though, and desserts and like 10 drinks.
Yeah, I guess like mentally, if you're like, these are just samples, I'm not eating full meals. You're like,
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
can have a couple samples.
It was a good time though.
That sounds great.
There was a live band, and my mom had 2 friends there. And as soon as my mom and Emily walked in to like see where there was like other food trucks inside, as soon as they walked away, my mom's friends were like, "Oh my god, they're gone. Let's take selfies with Jared."
What?
Dude.
Without you knowing?
Older women. No. With me
okay.
knowing. Dude, older women have the hots for me. I'll just say that. I'm putting it out there. And my mom's friends got right in there as soon as Emily walked away, and they're like, let's take selfies. One on each arm. They're both like, would your wife be upset if we kissed you? And I'm like, no. I was like, no, she'd be good. They're both kissing me on the cheek, literally while they're taking selfies. Then one of my mom's friends is like grinding up on me, and my mom's other friends like laughing, being like, she's giving you a lap dance. Like it was totally ridiculous. But
you've got that old lady riz, is what the kids call it now.
If that's what they call it, that's definitely what I have, and I've had it forever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The Rizzler.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. The Rizzler.
Yeah.
Is that
the Wizard of Oz?
That's a thing.
Yeah, it's like a joke word that when you
where does it come from?
It comes from charisma. So so if you can pull, they call it Riz.
Dude, this is why I hang out with you. I need that youthful knowledge of like what's you just got your hand on the pulse.
Oh yeah. I'm everywhere. I'm everything everywhere all at once.
I like that. Movie. Well, if you ever need to know how to attract, 60-year-old women, I'm your guy.
Dude, I'm good with old people.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know. I don't think they have the hots for me. I think that's more of a you thing.
Yeah.
But I'm a charming young man.
She literally said, she goes, I thought he was hot the first time I met him. She goes, I told his sister. Weird. She goes, I told his sister, your brother's hot. And she's like, that's
12.
No, I met her this year.
Oh, okay.
These are my mom's new friends. She's got she's got some pretty sweet old lady friends, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. So. But we have an amazing UFC card this weekend that we should probably get into at least a little bit.
Maybe.
At least a little bit.
I'll think about it.
All right, we don't have to. I mean, I do have more to say about this selfies. No, I was about Colby Covington. I do have more to say about him.
Whatever you want, my man. Go for it. What do you have to say? What is there to say about Colby Chaos Covington?
I actually have nothing to say about him.
No,
yeah. I've got nothing else to say about him. I saw the craziest Chael video today.
Mm-hmm.
Chael put out a video, as he does.
Right. Very frequently.
It was attacking Joe Rogan for being a druggie.
I literally have it written down. Tension, Chael, and Joe Rogan.
You have this
I wanted to bring this up. I didn't watch that, but it's something. It's not that, but it's something else that happened that also is like leading to this weird rivalry.
Really?
But tell me, I didn't see it. So
okay, so
what happened?
Chael's amazing. I love Chael. And he put out a video, basically saying that it started off by saying dopers, potheads won, and this world that he used to love it when potheads, and these are Chael's words, kind of, And he basically said that he used to love when potheads would have to sneak behind like in an alley and go get high there, and then have to like come around the street corner like giggling like they just did something that they weren't supposed to do, and it wasn't this like globally accepted thing that pot has become. And he's like, right. I can acknowledge you guys won, but he goes, I used to grow up in a world where, I'd be going to school and, my parents would intimidate me by pointing at the druggies on the street and be like, if you screw up, you're going to end up like them, like kind of thing. And he's like, that doesn't exist anymore. Now it's just this widely accepted thing where he goes, I don't know who's stoned and who isn't. Like my doctors are stoned, my lawyers are stoned, everybody. And he's like going off. He goes, but the thing is, it used to be this thing where you can just be like, somebody says something insane and your logical non-pot brain can say, process it in a different way and go, that guy's on drugs. It doesn't matter what he's saying right now. And he's literally referencing, he goes, Joe Rogan was talking about how GSP didn't compete against guys at the caliber of the guys today, and he would get beaten by guys today, and how he's not the GOAT. Or not saying that he isn't the GOAT, but he isn't the best welterweight out there who's ever competed. And Chael's like, I've been in the rooms with Chael's like literally, I've been in the room with these guys. I know who's, been in, the practice rooms, the training rooms with GSP. He is the best. He goes, it doesn't matter. He goes, just because there's higher level of competition nowadays, that doesn't discredit one person's skill, was what Chael was saying. And man, it was just a really interesting video because it was such like it was a personal attack, but it was also like it was one of Chael's most like wild out there videos, just to be like, basically just calling Joe Rogan an idiot because he does drugs, and everybody. He's like, we should be re-entering a world where if somebody does do drugs who says something that you disagree with, it's okay because they're foolish because they're on drugs, and just let it go. They're just on drugs, and just be able to like dismiss it because they're on drugs.
Yeah, I mean, that's also coming. I love Chael also, but this is coming from the guy who like pounded steroids back in the day. So I mean, where's your line? First of all, and
not
second,
mind altering, I guess.
Yeah, I don't agree with what he's saying about like all that stuff, but I do understand his point about what Joe Rogan is saying specifically, because Rogan's always been kind of like a Usman dick rider. He's like that with Conor and with Adesanya. He's like, one of those guys. But
dude, that was a really good Rogan.
Yeah. So I agree with Chael's point. Just because those guys weren't as great doesn't discredit what GSP did, and I don't think the level is as high as it is now if you don't have GSP. You know what I mean? There has to be somebody to look up to and be like, hey, that guy's changing the game. He's making it more technical. He's doing things differently. I mean, if not, someone would have had to be the model. You don't just start doing that. So yeah, I don't know. I think GSP is a welterweight GOAT. I don't think that's an argument.
Chael was saying, he goes, name me one guy right now that GSP that would be able to take down GSP, and that GSP wouldn't be able to take down.
That would be able to take down GSP?
Yeah, he goes, name one guy who's out in the welterweight division that could take down GSP right now.
Maybe Usman? That's it?
Yeah.
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I the whole time I was listening to it, I was like, I kind of get it because I do some drugs. I say some crazy shit. And I also think that I'm an idiot. So I was like thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? Everything that I say, I could put it into the Chael category of don't listen to me. Which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Which is why we should go into our next segment.
Of blind dog bets. We should, dude. I've got a good one for this week.
Oh, let's do it. Let's just go right into it.
Yeah.
Blind dog bets.
Hey! What's up? I'm Jared of Blind Dog Bets, and I've got your tasty parlay for this week's UFC in San Antonio, Texas. Yeah, of course I'm going to be taking Trevin Giles and Steven Peterson because they're our friends from this show. So why don't you parlay Trevin Giles, Steven Peterson, and I mean, if you want to go for a nice, I don't know. I mean, let's throw a few more in there. Let's throw Macy Barber. Let's throw Chidi Njokuani. Let's throw Holly Holmes, and let's do Cory Sandhagen.
You mind if I throw one in there?
Oh, you want to throw one in with me?
Manal Cap versus Alex Perez.
Dude, sorry.
I'm taking Manal Cap.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so, dude, I wish we could add that up right now. I could take my phone out and add it up, but
I can do it, maybe. I don't know how you would add it up.
David, you could do it right now.
Oh, David,
make this parlay for us. And by the end of this podcast, you'll give us the odds. But yeah, I believe the parlay was Trevin Giles, Steven Peterson, Manel.
Oh no,
Kopp.
I can do it.
Oh, you can do it? Okay. Trevin Giles, Steven Peterson, Manel Kopp.
Wait, okay. Slow down.
The parlay.
So we're going, you said Trevin Giles, Steven Peterson, Chidi, Manel Kopp, Macy, Holly Holm.
Yeah.
And that was it?
I did say Sandhagen.
Oh, and Sandhagen.
I did.
And how much would you put on that?
How much would I?
Well, we have to have a number to see how much the parlay would be.
Well, what are the odds of that?
Plus 2,436.
Oh! A plus 2,000.
Say you put $10 on it. Let's see.
$10 will win you $2,000.
Pay out $253.
That's what I meant.
That's what I meant.
Bet. Yeah, 200. Yeah.
So pretty bad bet, honestly. It's a lot of favorites. Don't know why you would do this parlay. It's actually all favorites.
Well, wait, that's usually a good parlay then.
I mean, you gotta throw some underdogs in there, make some real money, you know.
Is this your segment?
No. I mean, this is.
All right, what's your parlay? That's mine.
My parlay.
Yeah.
Whew. I'm pretty bad with betting, so also don't listen to me. But I would throw together Marlon Chito Vera, Nate the Train Landwehr, Manel Kopp, Daniel Pineda, Steven Peterson, Trevin Giles, and Vinicius Salvador. That's my parlay. Which actually, now that I think I said it out loud, is also like all favorites except for Chito.
Literally.
Yeah.
It was basically the same thing besides
pretty
Chito.
much. I just like to slander people.
You want an underdog parlay? I'll give you an underdog parlay. Albert Duraev.
Damn.
Andrea Lee.
Oof.
And Chito. Just those three.
Oh, yeah.
That parlay could hit for sure. Those three. Boom.
I actually have Andrea Lee in that fight. I don't have Macy Barber.
Dude, her length might be a problem.
She's really good.
Yeah.
She's very good. She's scrappy.
I think Albert Duraev could win. If he takes him to the ground, I don't want that to happen. I want Chidi to. Dude, I was listening to Chidi's media day today, and his voice. Chidi and Njokuani.
Chidi has like,
dude, it's crazy.
Otherworldly power, dude.
So he kind of talks like, hey. It's really amazing. Like, I'm just like, I heard John Anik say that when Chidi talks, you don't even have to go get your testosterone shot because that's what gives it to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Chidi.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Sal.
But yeah, I think that's all for blind dog bets.
Yeah. Nobody's actually ever gonna take one of my bets. So
no. Thank you for or you gotta end it for us.
Oh, I'm Jared of Blind Dog Bets, and thank you for riding with the dog.
Blind Dog Bets.
Every week. Consistently bad. I mean, who else does it this good?
Oh. Somebody's going to knock on my door and be like, I put everything on that.
Our one subscriber.
Yeah.
He really listened.
Hey, man, our clips have been doing well.
Oh yeah, 132 subscribers.
How's your finger feeling from clicking so much?
It's getting tired. It's getting tired. I might need to hire someone take over for me.
Dude, I could click.
Yeah, dude, you can click away. You can
Hey, it's
click
pretty. I mean,
day.
that the Biz being drunk video is over 300. You got the Connor one. That's like hitting 250 or something from like yesterday.
Yeah. Dude, I think we just have to slander people from the UK and we'll get a lot of views.
Oh, dude, sign me up.
Yeah. That's all we got to do here. Just mess with those people.
Do you have Vera?
Yeah. I am worried though. Cuz I am aware of how good Cory is and how slow Chito can be sometimes.
Yeah.
Because if he can't, I know Cory's really tough. If he can't finish Cory, it could very well be one of those 5-rounders where it's like, damn, Chito, I know you had good moments, but you spent so much of it calculating and, not really getting any offense off that it looks like a clear Cory win. So that's what worries me. But if he's on top of his game like he should be, I'm sure he'll get it done somehow. I just don't know how. It's a weird matchup.
Yeah, it kind of sucks because I love them both so much. Like, it's hard for me to even pick one.
Well, you're the Sandhagen fan. Sandhagen.
See, dude, you remember the song
Of course.
because
It's stuck in my head.
because it's a hit.
Sandhagen.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
We gotta make it. We gotta put it out and release it for Fight Week.
Dude, there's very few songs that I remember as much as the Sandhagen song.
Yeah.
I don't know. He was just like one of the first fighters that I really just resonated with. It was just him talking about the art of war and just all of that. It just hit home.
I mean, I know it'll be an exciting fight. And the energy should be pretty good in there. It's a good card in Texas. So, they like to throw down over there.
Are you going to have some barbecue for the day?
I think we're doing fish and chips.
Oh.
Yeah, we're going a little UK. We should have done that technically last week.
That's a very interesting choice.
Going fish and chips. Dude, I was looking up the card today, and then I realized there is no UFC next weekend.
What?
Yes. I was under the illusion that next week was UFC 287.
Is that
but
in
it's
2
not
weeks?
next week. It's in 2 weeks, dude.
That's exciting, though.
Ooh, that is exciting, and that's what makes this week of no fights even worse. Because it's just 2 weeks of build for the fight.
Dude, we have one fighter who's been on this podcast who's on that card, a Chris Barnett.
Mr. Beast Boy.
I would say we almost had two, but, it's okay.
It'll happen.
It will happen.
It'll happen eventually.
It will. But right now, we've got him to root for, which is exciting.
Oh, yeah. I almost let's just not get him before that fight so we don't have to root for two people. Make it harder on ourselves,
Yeah. I'm super excited for Nate the Train this weekend.
Yes.
When I was doing my parlay, I totally forgot because he would have been in mine as well.
Austin Lingo is legit too, though. This is a good matchup. He wasn't supposed to fight Austin Lingo originally, though.
Caceres. He was supposed to fight Caceres.
That's who it was.
Yeah.
But it's a nice card.
Yes, I'm very excited for it. I'm very, very excited for this weekend. And that the time is 7 p.m. for main card.
Okay. Back to normal-ish.
Yeah, normal-ish. So prelims will probably be at 4, 5.
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, this card goes deep, too. Like, even that opening bout is Victor Altamirano versus Vinicius Salvador. Those are two prospects.
For sure.
Just right off the bat. And a Mexican in Texas. So, that should be fun. Yeah, deep card. Good matchups. Fan favorites, It's going to be a good one.
Heck yeah. I'm going to have burritos.
Of course. This guy. We seriously have to get some kind of burrito sponsorship. I mean, it's insane how consistently you're pounding these burritos down.
I know, man. Eventually, these burritos are just going to... I might have to stop eating burritos if I don't get some kind of sponsorship.
Yeah, go on strike for burritos until something pops up.
I'll start eating fish and chips instead.
Chipotle? What's a major burrito place?
Dude, Dude, talk to your dad. Your dad and I used to go to Chipotle together all the time. Your dad would pick me up from school, and we would go to Chipotle every single time he'd pick me up.
He told me a story one time that one time he just like walked away and left you in the store, and you were like, "Yo,
why isn't he following me?
Are you gonna get me?"
I guess he doesn't want his burrito.
That's a weird guy, huh?
He just walked in and ordered, and then didn't want to come. We're taking this to go.
Yeah, I haven't had Chipotle in a while, man.
It's always good,
pretty
man.
good too.
It's always good. Yeah, they're consistent. Dude, have you ever had food from Wawa?
Yeah, actually, when we went to UFC Orlando after the fight, it was pretty late.
Yeah,
and like none of the fast food was open.
Right.
We were trying to find something to eat real quick because we didn't eat before, or no, we did. I had like a slice of pizza before we went to the fight, and then we just had some popcorn in the arena. But so we were pretty hungry when we got out. Nothing was open, and the only thing open was Wawa.
Was this your first time?
Subs. Eating food, yeah. I'd been to Wawa, but I had their food.
And you got some
I got an Italian sub.
Yes.
Really good Italian sub. And he got it like a Philly cheesesteak, which was also really good. I mean, they can throw down.
Dude, I had my first Wawa experience Friday night. It was super late. Emily and I went out downtown to celebrate our 1 year of being engaged because we got engaged a year ago. We are married, but we got engaged a year ago last Friday, and we basically celebrated the exact same way. That the day we got engaged, we were at an Orlando Magic game, and I proposed to her on top of the arena. So
cool.
I took her out to the same restaurant that we went to for dinner that day, and we went basically like bar hopping downtown, and then ended up on top of the arena again at their. It's really cool. They've got it's called like their Skyline bar, I'm pretty sure, and it's just like on top of the arena. It's very nice. Like just it's always quiet up there.
Was Mo Bamba up there?
Of course.
Did you see Paulo Banchero by any chance?
Yes.
Markel Fultz?
Fultz. But so afterwards, we couldn't get burritos because, burritos are saved for fights on Saturday.
Right.
And, dude, our burrito spot, which is amazing, is open till 3 a.m.
Damn.
I know. That's the crazy thing. So it's like it's always your go-to late at night. I'm a Burger King guy. Burger King's always closed at nighttime.
It's the best. It's the best fast food burger.
Oh, you agree? Oh, heck yeah.
It's the best fast food burger.
We
don't go to nice family dinners.
No.
We go to Burger King as a family.
Dude,
we eat Burger King.
You guys all love Burger King?
It's my favorite.
I've always been a Burger King guy.
It's so good. It's not good for your butthole the next day, but in the moment, it's awesome. It's awesome. Some onion rings.
Oh yeah, they're good there for sure.
Yeah, with the zesty sauce they call it.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty funny.
But dude, she brought me to a Wawa, and I walk in there, and I was feeling pretty good. And I walked into this Wawa, and she goes right up to a computer, and she's like reading off of a menu. I was like, "What is this place?" Like I thought it was a. I'm like,
what is this magical place?
Yeah, no, literally, it felt like that. There's like lights everywhere and a computer screen. And
there's like people in there, dude. What's going on?
And I was like, I thought this is where cars get gas.
Yeah.
And dude, she's like, she's reading off the menu. They have like burrito bowls and brisket and sandwiches, and she's like, they're known for their sandwiches and paninis and. Dude, so I got a turkey sub, like a huge, like basically what you would get from like Subway, but like even on better bread.
Right.
I truly was in shock. Oh, and I had Core Ranch Doritos with it, which is.
Oof. Dude, have you had the sweet Thai chili Doritos?
No.
Oh my god! Do you like spicy food?
Do I like sweet Thai chili is the real question. And that's like
dude.
that is truly one of my favorite flavors on earth.
They're killer, dude. They're killer. I could pound the whole bag. Yeah. They're they come in a purple bag.
Oh.
You got to try them out next time.
Dude, I'll just look around the grocery store for the purple bag now.
Yeah. Keep an eye out for it, brother.
If you ever see a blind guy walking around your grocery store going, "Where's the purple bag? Purple, purple." That's me. But yeah, dude, I was blown away by how good Wawa sandwiches were. It's I've heard such good things, and now I know.
Yeah.
Now I know. But dude, if there's anything else you want to say about anything.
I don't think so. I think everything has been said, man. My camera's about to die. This is perfect timing.
Cool, man.
I mean,
it's been good.
Yeah.
It's been good. It's been
I'm sure we'll reconvene.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to do another special show. It seemed to do pretty well post fight.
Special show. Yeah, dude. We could always do special shows.
Let's do special shows because we're special people.
Yeah, we're definitely special people, and it's good to give this special show a fighting chance.
I mean, every week, just creative.
Thank you so
More
much
creative.
for tuning in to another episode of A Fighting Chance. Please hit the like, please subscribe, and please share with your friends. And please be you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also, comment if you disagree with us about anything.
on everything.
Go ahead and leave a comment and let us know what you think.
Yeah, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah. Peace.